Yo, party peeps, what is up? It's your boy, the best gabber in the biz. The final Raw before Bash in Berlin is officially in the books, and a lot of stuff went down, so let's gab about it. First things first, basically the overall message to take away from this episode of Raw tonight was talk less, kick ass, because we had just multiple segments, rightfully so, where like the talking was at a minimal, and it was just time to fight, like with Priest and Rhea just coming out and beating the shit out of the Judgment Day one last time before that mixed tag match at Bash in Berlin against Liv, and our living legend Dominic Mysterio beat his deadbeat dad twice. Fuck you, Ray. Fuck you, Ray. And Punk and McIntyre, after all the talking they have done over the last 8 months, just brawled over the place with that strap, which is just a little taste of what we will get at Bash in Berlin. That will set up the rubber match for Bad Blood's Hell in a Cell between them. But I want to talk about the matchups that we had tonight that determined 2 of the 4 participants in the Fatal 4-Way in just 2 weeks' time to crown the #1 contender for Braun Breaker's Intercontinental Championship. The first man is the Bruiserweight Pete Dunne, and main event Jey Uso. Yeet. Now, they did announce the triple threats for next week. It will be Dragon Lee versus the living legend Dominic Mysterio versus the one, the only Mad Dragon himself, Ilya Dragunov. And then in the other triple threat, it will be Big Bronson Reed, who had a very big night in his own right. I'll get to that later. Versus Ludwig Kaiser and Mr. Banger all day and night, Sheamus. So I could make predictions about who's going to be in this match, but I'll just go around and say Ilya Dragunov seems like the person that will advance and ultimately win this match so he can fight against Braun Breaker at Bad Blood, continue the issues that they have had, since before SummerSlam. But I really think now I figured out how they're going to kind of restart the Jay and Sammy, versus Judgment Day storyline, because Jay and Dom can't both be in that match. Actually, shit, never mind. Well, I guess if they go this route, this could be what they're doing. So let's say Jay and Dom both end up in the match, then we could have Jay and Dom basically screw Dom in a way, because he'll probably super kick him out of the ring. Jay won't get pinned. They'll both lose. Someone else takes the Intercontinental title opportunity. Dom will blame Jay in some way, shape, or form. And then, then we have Jay having to fight Judgment Day all alone. That's when Sammy comes back from his stem cell research, because, he's getting his body ready for all the big shit coming up, including his first world title run. Yeah. But I think that's when he comes back. Zayn and Jay going for the world tag titles at Bad Blood, and with the help of Rhea and Priest, win the world tag titles off JD McDoodlehead and Finn Balor. Again, that could be one way they go, but no matter what, I think Zayn and Jay before long, next month, will be crowned the new World Tag Team Champions, because we got no see my dogs. So can I get a yeet? Yeet. Guys, I talked tonight about Big Bronson Reed, the night he had, and once again, he left another person laying, but not just any person, the monster among monsters. Every other victim has just been a tsunami after tsunami after tsunami in the ring, but this tsunami was too big to be contained inside the arena. Bro jumped off some concrete onto a car to freaking Braun Strowman and laid his ass out. Broke the entire car, had smoke coming out of that thing, and walked away like Godzilla versus Kong kind of battle shit, being like, I am the new monster of all living existence, motherfuckers. So the question asked right now still is, who can stop Bronson Reed? The monster of all monsters couldn't even stop him. Seth Rollins, when he even does come back, I don't think he's going to be able to stop him on his first attempt. I think I said it before, literally the video right after Seth Rollins got beat down. I think he comes back, injured ribs and everything, sells it, and I think Bronson Reed beats him the first time around. I do think he'll beat him eventually, but it's just who the hell is going to stop Bronson Reed? They have literally built him up, and rightfully so, to just be absolutely unstoppable. I am thinking that Seth will be back pretty soon, maybe in 2 or so weeks. I feel like Bad Blood will work out to where these two end up clashing, and then maybe it then extends to Crown Jewel, where they probably close the feud out, possibly. But I am loving, you can't not love what they're doing with Bronson Reed now. He's getting the reactions we've wanted for him, and he's being booked as such as an absolute beast. Like, honestly, when, like, the smoke clears and in the right situation, like, this dude is setting himself up for a dope singles title reign and even a future world championship reign. So, some had the Hall of Pain. We got the tsunami, like, trouble, like, maker going around here right now. Dude just beating the shit out of anybody. Hell, if Mark Henry was able to wrestle, like, today, I'm sure they would try to have freaking Bronson Reed whip his ass, send him to Tsunami City. It's freaking wild. So, yeah, just, if you're on the Raw roster, just clear the path for Bronson Reed. You do not want to stand in his way. Otherwise, you're going to get basically decimated, destroyed, and just absolutely taken out of the WWE, possibly permanently. Guys, tonight, after months of, mind games, beatdowns, and even a live murder on television, Uncle Howdy met Chad Gable, because he's American-made. Team Gable was right there. God, that still irritates me. You even do Kurt Angle's moves. You did the freaking angle slam on the table. Forget it. Anyway, the match finally had to go down, and as we all expected, Uncle Howdy does get the victory, reigns supreme, and basically puts probably the finishing stamp on this rivalry that's been going on for about like 2 months now. So I'm guessing the feud pretty much is over. I don't really see a reason to continue the feud. I mean, Wyatt Six beat American Made in a 6-man tag, and then Uncle Howdy just beat Gable tonight. So basically, Gable's lost like twice. So like the feud really has to be over. I think they can now like go their separate ways, but I'm genuinely curious about who is going to be the next victim of Uncle Howdy and the Wyatt Six. We really didn't know who would be the first victim, so when it was Gable, we were like, holy shit, what the hell? Why? He just got murdered on television. This is insane. But then, like, as we went on, it was because of, like, the treatment he had given to Alpha Academy after he turned heel and basically tossed him to the side in order to be with the Creed brothers and Ivy now, American Made. Nice name. But, so it's like, who will be the next victim? Maybe we don't even know. Perhaps they already do, because they know that the next victim will show themselves. I mean, shit, Karrion Kross could be a victim. He's driving a wedge between the New Day. Miz could be the next victim, because, Kross was talking to Miz backstage. We didn't really peep this, but it was happening. Miz probably is going to end up turning heel soon, turning on Truth, and they'll be like, you attacked your best friend, and like, now you must suffer the consequences. Like I said, genuinely curious as to who will be the next victim. I'm looking forward to whoever it is going to be that is going to, be scared shitless for weeks and weeks and months on end until, they get death dealt with by Uncle Howdy and find out that he truly has the whole world in his hands for you, Bray. And, Jesus, I keep talking about who's going to stop Bronson Reed. Who's going to stop Uncle Howdy and the Wyatt Six? Because that shit's just not happening. So good luck to whoever their next freaking victim is. Okay, you guys, that is Raw. We are done. Just keep putting the rearview mirror. We are done. All In was incredible, but we have got to move on. Put that in the incredible annals of AEW history. It's a long list. Yeah, I know. It's going to be ever growing because All Out is in less than 2 weeks, and we're going to begin the build for that this Wednesday on Dynamite. Ricochet, his first match in AEW is going to be against Kyle Fletcher. Oh my God. The beginning of a generational run for him in AEW that will eventually lead to his first World Championship in a top main company like All Elite Wrestling. And then Bryan Danielson. He's going to have the victory celebration as the new AEW World Champion. Bro looks so good with the blood streaming down his face with his family with the world title. Now he's going to have, the white shirt. That's the best shirt that is. Celebrating that world title victory, better hope, a father doesn't have to try to put him in his place, if you know what I'm saying. And then SmackDown this Friday, it's going down. But the show before Bash in Berlin, we got Mello versus Hayes, Part 4. It is going to be absolutely crazy. And then Cody and KO are going to come face to face one more time. Maybe Cody talks about that weird little heel turn tease that we saw last week. Try to, basically clear the air before their big title match at Bash in Berlin. And speaking of Bash in Berlin, we got 5 matchups. 4 of them are 3 of them are championship bouts. 2 of them are just personal grudge match rivalries that are coming to a head. You're not going to want to miss any of these shows, guys. You're certainly not going to want to miss what your boy, the best gabber in the biz, has to say afterwards. So keep on liking and damn sure keep on subscribing. And most importantly, always 24/7, 365, keep on remembering that when it comes to talking wrestling, who better to gab with than Gabe. Okay, guys, I hope you enjoyed Raw tonight. It was dope, but we have got to move on to an awesome Dynamite, the beginning of the road to All Out. And it's going to be awesome because, yes, it's the first show of Bryan Danielson as AEW World Champion, as well as Ricochet's awesome-ass debut, and how maybe even get a little taste of, the GYV, so grit your teeth. So, until then, deuces, and I will see you guys after Dynamite this Wednesday.